defense right on him. Can't hit from 12. Chicago leading by 6. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Freak throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Noah the screen. Brooks with no one. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there.
Brooks! Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Nerlens Noel is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Richmond in at the small forward position. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets made some nice plays. He picked up 12 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think you might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with you. Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. First and fewest turnovers a game, and they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Jumper off the screen, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
What a pass by Marcus. That's outstanding teamwork.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris. Andrew Bogut checked in for Chicago. Saul comes in for Mirotic. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. Jackson comes in for Kendall Marshall.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdowns for the Bulls.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And the Bulls making a change here. Butler's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Just 5 to shoot. Throws a
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Roten's checked in. Rose kicks to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And taking a look here at the numbers on Pau Gasol. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's getting around 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And, you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistent.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Chicago. And the 76ers also making a change. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Carl Landry.
And you know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And Butler, here we go. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Roten. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading by 21. Butler kicks to Rose. In the corner, it's Freak. Up off the screen. They get the rebound. And Okafor with the block. But they recover it. A nice shot by Gasol.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. I'm sure coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Now here's Roten, not a lot of room. On the wing, Jackson. Fires from 14. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls out front, running away with it.
Well, Pouch.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big mark, and the Bulls making a change here. Freaks checked in. Richmond, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Roten comes in for Jackson. Ribas in at shooting guard. They'll get out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
The Bulls have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And Rose drops them both. The 76ers trail by 21. Richmond the pass to Brooks. Landry with the screen. Roten kicks to Richmond. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Another miss by Philadelphia. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Freak with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Snell. And that one hits back iron.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Landry gets the bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And it's Freak missing. The 76ers trail by 19. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Okafor. Brooks has got his second bucket.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Count that one. And that's 10 points for Pau Gasol.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Brooks kicks to Okafor. And it's sent back by Bogut.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Roten. Banked in off the glass. Roten's got his second basket of the night.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Rose dishes to Gasol. Back to Rose. Right side Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Here's Okafor. Can't hit. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it quickly, though. Quite honestly, I think this is a resilient squad, and they'll bounce back quickly.
Richmond kicks to Roten. Traps in the tray. Roten's got 5 points in the quarter. The Bulls leading by 20. Dishes to Freak. And he goes in for the dunk.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Roten. D right on him. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And the foul called on Freak. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Pau Gasol. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. Shaq, what'd you think?
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
Boy, how many times are we going to see Pau Gasol come out and control a basketball game like he did tonight?
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.